Have you ever felt like money controls your life instead of the other way around? You work hard, the paycheck comes in, and before you know it, it is already gone. Bills pile up, unexpected expenses show up, and what should bring freedom turns into a trap. It feels like running on a treadmill, always moving, but never getting closer to your dreams. What if breaking free from this cycle was simpler than you think? Living without control over your money feels like carrying a heavy backpack every single day. You may not always notice it, but the weight is there, slowing you down, stealing your energy, making every step harder. When the bills keep arriving faster than the money does, stress becomes your constant companion. You go to bed thinking about what is due tomorrow, and wake up already worried about what might surprise you next. This pressure does not only live in your wallet, it follows you into every area of your life. A simple dinner out becomes a debate in your head, a weekend trip feels impossible, and even small pleasures start to carry guilt. Instead of enjoying the present, you are stuck in fear of the future. The truth is, living like this is exhausting. It makes you feel trapped in a cycle you never chose. You work hard, yet freedom always seems just out of reach. Your dreams stay on hold, not because you do not want them, but because money keeps deciding what you can or cannot do. And with each passing month, that silent question grows louder. Will things ever change, or will I always be stuck here? Most people fall into this trap not because they are careless, but because no one ever taught them how to handle money. From an early age, we learn how to work, how to study, how to follow rules, but not how to manage what we earn. It is no wonder that when the paycheck arrives, habits take over and choices are made without thinking. The good news is that it does not have to stay this way. You can start seeing your finances differently, not as a source of stress, but as a tool for freedom. Change does not require a complete overhaul of your life or complicated formulas. Small, conscious steps, taken consistently, can slowly lift the weight from your shoulders. Imagine if, instead of feeling trapped every month, you felt in control. What would it mean to make decisions with confidence, to spend without guilt, and to save without sacrifice? That is exactly what we will explore here, step by step. This video is your first spark, a gentle guide showing that money can be mastered, one simple habit at a time. Have you ever bought something, and the moment you left the store, felt a flicker of regret? That quick thrill, the instant happiness, fades faster than we realize. Impulse spending is like a short-term sugar rush for the mind. It gives pleasure for a moment, then leaves a shadow of worry behind. Every purchase made without thought quietly chips away at your peace of mind. It is not just money going out the door, it is your sense of control slipping away, your confidence shaken by repeated choices that do not align with your goals. The surprise is that this cycle is often invisible. You may not even notice until the month ends and the bank account tells the story. The light in this situation is simple awareness. Before buying, pause and ask, do I really need this, or am I filling a feeling? Even tiny pauses, small shifts in habit, help you reclaim control. Over time, these pauses become second nature, and suddenly the weight of impulsive decisions starts to lift. You begin to realize that money can serve you instead of running your life. And that feeling is priceless. Many people fall into the trap of thinking money is easy to come by. Credit cards, buy now pay later offers, quick loans. They promise freedom, but often deliver stress instead. At first, it feels like a small miracle. You can buy what you want today and pay later. But later arrives with interest, fees, and the quiet burden of debt growing faster than you notice. The danger is not only financial, it is emotional. That false sense of security makes you believe you are ahead, while in reality, your freedom is slowly shrinking. You lose clarity about your spending, and every extra purchase becomes a choice you are less confident in. The solution is surprisingly simple. Treat money as real value, not a number on a screen. Pause before using credit for convenience. Ask yourself if this purchase truly matters, and see how small delays in spending can protect your future freedom. Over time, these small decisions build a strong foundation, replacing the stress of easy money with calm and real control. Freedom is not built in a single moment. It is slowly shaped by countless small decisions. That daily coffee bought without thinking, those little subscriptions you forget to cancel, or the occasional splurge on convenience all add up. Each choice alone seems harmless, but together they quietly shrink your options, leaving less room for what truly matters. The emotional cost is subtle but real. You start feeling trapped without realizing why. Plans that should excite you feel stressful because your resources are already stretched. You work hard, yet the freedom you hoped money would bring feels farther away. The key is awareness and small adjustments. Start noticing where your money really goes and make tiny changes that align with your values. Choose one habit to adjust at a time. Over weeks and months, these small choices create a sense of control, a lightness that reminds you freedom is possible. Your daily actions are shaping your life more than you think, and that is empowering. It is easy to get caught in the trap of spending to impress others. A new phone, trendy clothes, fancy dinners. These purchases promise recognition and admiration, but often leave a hollow feeling inside. You may feel popular for a moment, but true satisfaction fades quickly, replaced by the quiet stress of an empty wallet. Spending for real happiness looks very different. It is about buying experiences or things that genuinely improve your life, giving peace, joy, or comfort. The distinction is subtle but powerful. One decision builds your freedom, the other silently consumes it. A simple reflection can change everything. Before buying, ask yourself, will this truly make my life better, or just look good to someone else? Making this shift gradually rewires your habits. Your purchases start supporting your well-being, not your image. Money becomes a tool to live fully, rather than a burden or a show. And that change is liberating. Saving money does not need to be dramatic or painful. It is not about cutting out every pleasure or living in strict austerity. True power comes from small, consistent habits that quietly grow over time. Setting aside even a little each week or automating small transfers can create a safety net before you even notice it. The emotional impact is immediate. Every tiny saving builds confidence, a sense of control, and relief from the constant worry of unexpected expenses. You start to see that you are capable of protecting yourself, that freedom is not a distant dream, but something you can shape gradually. The beauty of small habits is that they compound. Months later, the money you thought was too little becomes a cushion, a foundation for bigger decisions. It shows you that managing money is not about extremes, but about steady, mindful actions. Freedom is built quietly, one habit at a time, and each small step feels like reclaiming a part of your life you never realized was slipping away. Planning for the future often feels overwhelming. People imagine budgets, spreadsheets, investments, and quickly give up before even starting. The truth is, planning does not need to be complicated. Simple steps, taken consistently, can guide your money toward your goals without stress. Start with one question. What matters most to me? Maybe it is a trip, a home, or simply peace of mind. Once you know your priority, allocate small amounts toward it regularly. Track your progress in a simple notebook or an app, just enough to stay aware. The result is surprisingly freeing. Instead of fearing the unknown, you see the path ahead. Every little plan, no matter how simple, reduces anxiety and builds confidence. You realize that your future is not dictated by chance or luck, but by the mindful choices you make today. Planning becomes a tool for freedom, not a source of pressure, and that perspective alone changes everything. There is a quiet power in knowing exactly where your money is going and having a plan that reflects your priorities. When you take control, even small steps create a sense of calm that affects every part of your life. You stop feeling anxious at the end of the month, stop worrying about unexpected bills, and start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. This peace of mind is more valuable than any material possession. It is the freedom to make choices without fear, to enjoy experiences fully, and to invest in what truly matters to you. Each habit you build, every thoughtful decision, adds a layer of security and confidence that compounds over time. Being in control is not about perfection. It is about awareness, reflection, and consistent action. As you practice this, money becomes a tool for living fully, not a source of stress. You start feeling lighter, freer, and more capable of shaping the life you want. And that feeling, that sense of freedom, is something no one can take away from you. You have seen how easily money can feel like a trap, controlling your life and stealing your peace. But the truth is, freedom is possible. The secret is not earning more, but taking control of what you already have, making conscious choices, and guiding your money toward what truly matters. Even one small step today, pausing before a purchase, saving a little, or reflecting on your priorities, can start to change everything. Caring for your money is not about sacrifice. It is about caring for your life, your freedom, and your peace of mind. Start now and watch how small, mindful actions begin to transform your world.